it downfield. It is. Oh, it's caught. John Moran in the clutch. Oh, my word. Oh, my God. Deep to right field. Way up there. And way out of here.
Down the sideline, Jefferson. Another huge run. Jalen Red broke tackle, stayed on his feet.
What's poppin', everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Blake's Take with me, Blake Neiman, and it looks like we have reached yet another Saturday in the 2021 college football season, which means more upsets. Just a week after the number 1 Alabama team got upset by an unranked A&M team, Purdue came into Iowa City and managed to stun the number 2 Hawkeyes, putting their college football playoff chances into question. After such an impressive victory over Penn State, Iowa let all that work to go to waste against Purdue as they completely fell apart. Offensively, the Hawkeyes had not been slowed down all season, so when the Boilermakers defense tested them, they were not able to respond well. Purdue picked off Spencer Petras on 4 different occasions, setting up their quarterback Aiden O'Connell for success. O'Connell accounted for all 3 of the Boilermakers' touchdowns, with 2 through the air and 1 on the ground. His favorite target throughout the night was David Bell, who came down with 11 grabs for 275 yards and a touchdown, totaling out to almost just as much production as Iowa's entire offense. Now, although Bell is a future pro and should have his performance astonished, but the Iowa defense was without 2 potential All-American corners in Riley Moss, who suffered an injury last week against Penn State, and Matt Hankins, who left Saturday's game with an upper body injury. Nevertheless, the Purdue offense came to play, and full props to them for being able to hold down their own and against one of the best defenses in the country. The Boilermakers really threw the Hawkeyes off their game by not allowing them to use their defense to set up good field position for their offense to succeed, making the offense drive a large length of the field, really putting Iowa out of their comfort zone. Upsets are nothing new to Purdue, though, who with the win now has 13 wins against teams ranked in the top 2 of the AP Top 25 poll, which ranks 5th all-time in company that includes powerhouses in Notre Dame, Ohio State, USC, and Oklahoma. That's pretty good company to be in. Overall, now the Big Ten is a crazy toss-up with Penn State, Ohio State, Iowa, Michigan, and Michigan State all still being in the mix. Iowa does have the benefit of the doubt with an easy conference schedule against unranked Big Ten West teams, while the rest of the Big Ten schools currently in the top 10 all still have head-to-head matchups ahead in the Big Ten East, which will leave lots of room for shakeup to happen before the end of the season. So, we don't know. Iowa has an easy road ahead, but is it that easy? We don't know now that they lost to an unranked team. But the Big Ten East, that's the most competitive division in football. So whoever comes out on top will likely clinch a college football playoff berth because of it. Thanks all for tuning in for that. Hope you all enjoyed that Big Ten action. For all those you watching out east and my grandparents who watching, the Big Penn State fans, hopefully they can pull off a win over Ohio State and the other Michigan schools to potentially secure and get back into the college football playoff top 4 poll. So that would be huge for them. But who knows, maybe a newcomer, maybe Jim Harbaugh will finally get a win over Ohio State. But that is to be determined. And that Michigan State rivalry, so many good games ahead in the Big Ten, especially the Big Ten East. And you can catch all the action of me covering it here on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and or YouTube at Blake's Take. Subscribe and put on the notifications for more. Hit that like button, and I'll see you all in the next one. Hope you have a fantastic day.